Hi guys, happy fall. Today I am going to show you how I made this Dollar Tree Fall Scarecrow Splatter Screen wreath. For this wreath, you will need one Scarecrow sign from Dollar Tree. You will also need a splatter screen from Dollar Tree, and I just removed the knob on mine. You will need some ribbon with wire for a bow, and you will need some fall floral picks. You will also need some fall leaves, some of these clip-on glitter leaves from Dollar Tree. You will also need a zip tie, some floral wire, and I'm just using 20 gauge. You will need your wire cutters and your scissors and your hot glue gun and glue sticks, and you might want to put on your hot glue finger guards for this. And I think that's about it, but I will leave you a materials list in the drop down box below. I chose 7 fall floral picks from Dollar Tree, and I forgot to remove the tag on 2, so I did remove the tag. I just forgot to before I put them together in a little bouquet. So first you're going to take your taller ones and you're going to put them in the back. And then you'll want to kind of find some with different textures and heights. And so I'm making mine for fall, so of course I chose fall colors. And so that's one of the tags I forgot to remove, but I promise I did cut it off afterwards. And so I'm just stacking my flowers on top, and I chose 7 floral picks. Once you get the bouquet the size you want, then you're ready to take your zip tie and zip tie your flowers tightly together. If you have been following my channel for very long, you know that splatter screen wreaths are one of my favorite types of wreaths to make. They are so simple, don't take long to make, and they look expensive. After you have your flowers zip tied together, then you'll want to go back and kind of fluff your flowers and spread them out a little bit. And then next we're going to wire our bouquet onto our splatter screen. Now I am using 20 gauge floral wire. Now you could use a pipe cleaner to wire your flowers on, but you'll want to use the thin, cheap pipe cleaners that aren't fuzzy, because the cheap ones are much easier to thread through the splatter screen. So here I'm just taking some floral wire and just going above the zip tie, and I'm just threading it through on each side of the flowers, threading it through the splatter screen. Then I'm going to go the back and give the wires a few twists and trim off the extra wires. Now I did add 2 wires on my bouquet, and in the end, when you get your wreath finished, you might want to go back with either a Dollar Tree placemat or some felt to cover the back of the wreath so it does not scratch your door. I had some different ribbon picked out for the bow, but it just did not work out, so I went with this ribbon that I picked up at Dollar General for $2, and it's 2.5 inch width ribbon with wire, and I just made a simple single bow. And then I took some floral wire and I wrapped it tightly around the center of the bow. To dovetail the ends of your tails, you'll want to fold your ribbon in half with the edges to the left side. Go to the folded side and you're going to cut away from the fold, and that makes the pretty V on the ends, and it just kind of dresses up your bow a little bit. Now I'm taking my wires that are on the back of my bow and I'm just going to thread them through the splatter screen, and I'm just going over the zip tie on my little bouquet, going to pull the wires through the splatter screen, then go to the back and give them a few twists. I have a question for you. My daughter did not like my choice of flowers. She thought I should have left out the purple flowers and maybe put sunflowers. So let me know your opinion. Do you think purple's a good color for fall? The sign was just a little bit too long, so what I did was I just cut all 3 pieces apart, and I only used the top 2 pieces, and I just took some hot glue and I carefully hot glued a pipe cleaner to the back. Make sure you're very careful when you're using your hot glue gun, and you might want to put on your finger guards. And then I hot glued one to the second piece, and then I set it aside to let it dry. Just remember to use the cheap Dollar Tree, the thin pipe cleaners for this. Now I'm just going to take the pipe cleaners and I'm just going to thread them through the splatter screen. Now these usually thread through pretty easy. At the end of this video, I included a couple pictures of Belle, my little Chihuahua. Thank you guys that have been asking about her and praying for her. She is doing really good. She's been having the past few days have been really good days for her. So thank you. So just after you get your pipe cleaners threaded through, just give the pipe cleaners a few twists, then trim off the extra part. Same steps with the second sign. I think it's really cute. I really like the Happy Harvest Scarecrow sign from Dollar Tree. Dollar Tree has some of the cutest signs out right now for fall and Halloween. And I noticed some stores, mine has a little bit of Christmas decorations out, but not a whole lot yet. Okay guys, so this is what it looks like so far. So we still have a lot of the splatter screen showing. So I just clipped on some of the glitter leaves from Dollar Tree. Now you might want to remove the clip and hot glue them on because the clips are a little bit small and they don't really, if it's going outside, they might fall off. So I would recommend hot gluing these leaves on. Or you could use some floral wire and wire the leaves on, which that would probably be a better option. Okay guys, so to cover up the rest of the splatter screen, I took some Dollar Tree fall leaves and I just kind of lifted up and hot glued the leaves wherever I could see the splatter screen. Just make sure you do not hot glue your wreath to your table. So just be very careful when you're using your hot glue. And I just picked up the fall leaves at Dollar Tree. And also, I thought the table scatter, the fall table scatter, the little foam glitter balls would also be pretty hot glued on. And then for the center, I just added some of the little tiny sunflowers or daisies to the wreath. To hang up my splatter screen wreath, I took a piece of wire, threaded it through the top of the splatter screen, made a loop, gave the wires a few twists, and that's how I have it hung up on my door. I decided to go outside and hang it up on my front door. I probably should have done a video with it hanging on a white door, but you can kind of see the colors. And let me know what you think of the purple flowers. Should I have went with sunflowers or do the purple flowers look okay? I appreciate everybody watching. In this comment section below, I would appreciate it if you would leave me a comment or an emoji. And I hope everyone's doing good. And I hope where you are, the weather's getting cooler and nice right now. We're still hot here. I am not complaining because I really do like summer. It's one of my favorite times of the year, but also I'm looking forward to wearing jeans and sweaters too. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends and family. And here's Miss Belle.